Right, guys, welcome to the Premier League prediction for this week. I'm just going to be talking through the matches this week. So the first one is Bournemouth versus Man City. To be fair, I reckon that Man City will win that 2-0, but I reckon there'll be late goals because what they've been beginning to do is just take about 70 minutes to break down a team, just score, be really effective in the last 20. So I reckon that will happen. I reckon Aguero will get a goal. Maybe Kevin De Bruyne will get the second. Kevin De Bruyne is still playing really well. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm just going to say on that one. Um, I think Man City will be up there this year, and I reckon they will, to be honest, win the league. Can't wait for Gundogan to come back. That'll be a really good signing. Anyway, we'll move on to the next game, which is Crystal Palace versus Swansea. Swansea's lost Gylfi Sigurdsson to Everton, obviously. That's a huge loss. They've also got Llorente not coming back in this week. So that I don't know how that's going to do for them. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, have got Benteke in form, which obviously is great for them. Saha's playing really well at the moment. So I actually can see Crystal Palace edging this one. I reckon it's going to be 2-1 Crystal Palace. Swansea's still a solid side, don't get me wrong, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if they do win it, except I just feel like Crystal Palace have the edge at this time. And the next game is Huddersfield versus Southampton, which, well, Huddersfield have gone off to a flying start with 6 points from 2 games, and I completely wrote them off at the start of the season. I was like, yeah, they're gonna be bottom, dead last. It's gonna do nothing, except obviously, well, they've already got 6 points, which is, well, I'm pretty sure you need to get 30 points to not get relegated. That's what they say the line is, which means they're a fifth away there really, which is awesome for them. And also Southampton, they've got Tadic obviously, which is class. But apart from that, Wanyama didn't play that well last, but he plays Tottenham now. Um, I'll get onto that one. But yeah, Southampton didn't look too good for the last game they played in. But so I reckon Huddersfield could actually still win here, but I am going to predict Southampton because, well, I just think that they're more organised as a team, and once they get organised a bit more into the season, then they'll start to show off what they can do. Next one is Newcastle West Ham. Both these teams have went off to shocking starts, except West Ham has Chikorito, who's just started to bang in the goals in the last match. So I reckon he might edge it between the two, although they're both not that good at the moment. Newcastle need to bring in a couple more signings because they're looking weak, and also West Ham. Well, you can just see the loss since Dimitri Payet. They need a cam who can just pull the strings together basically. So for that one, I'm going to predict 2-1. That's all what I would say on that one. Although Lanzini is a quality player, so I reckon if he slotted into the cam position, then he could pull the strings together. Except I don't know who would go out on the left for them. But they've also got a solid midfield partnership as well, so that's pretty good. And I feel yeah, I just think that West Ham's got a better team in general. Obviously, Newcastle lost a lot of their good players when they went down to the Championship, and they haven't signed anybody when they went back up. So basically, they've got a lot weaker side since the last time they were in the Premier League. Watford versus Brighton is the next one, and I reckon that that's going to be really tight one. Because I personally haven't really seen any of these sides play because they've just come back up from the Championship. So I don't really know what they're on about, but Brighton's looking alright at the moment. I don't think they've got off the bestest starts. Watford, but well, I haven't seen them play, so I can't really comment on this one that much. Except I know Watford have they've got a good signing. Recently they've got the young Brazilian, that's what I'm on about. And also they've got the striker which scored 2 in the opening league. So honestly, I'm going to say that Watford would edge that one just because of what I've seen from them. I feel like they might not deserve it, except yeah, I feel like they might edge it. The next match on that day is at 5:30, and that's the late kickoff with Man United versus Leicester, which I'm probably going to talk most about because I'm a United fan, so it just makes sense. So I reckon Man United will win this game, but I don't think it's going to be like an easy 4-0 victory like we did in our first two games. I feel like it's just going to have to take a bit more effort really, because Leicester's deadly in the attack. They've also got solid defence. Morgan's really good. Obviously they've got Vardy and Mahrez, which, well, you saw what they did when they won the title a couple of years ago. Um, they might not be starting Drinkwater though, because obviously all that transfer talk um, to Chelsea. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But still, they look like a solid team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do beat us. Actually, to be fair, it could be. I can just see another 5-3 from a couple of seasons ago in their when they won the champion. I was about to say Champions League when they won the title, but I could just see that happening for some reason. But to be fair, I reckon Lukaku will score. I reckon Marshall will score, and I think that I want Marshall to start, but for some reason we've got Lukaku at the top, which I'm fine with. What I would play is De Gea in goal, and I would play Shaw. I want Shaw to get some minutes, but I don't think he's quite match fit now. But he is back in training, so that's decent for him. And also we've got Young back in training. I think Young will play in the cup matches for us this season. To be fair, though, I don't think he'll play anything more than that sort of role. I just want Shaw to get back fit and back into it. But I reckon Darmian will start tomorrow, so I'm going to put Darmian in the left back position. Then Bailly in centre back with Jones. I think that's a good partnership, and it's been growing in the last two matches. In fact, I don't think the starting lineup will be changed, but the only change which I would want is, instead of Rashford on the left, I would want Marshall, and then I would want Rashford instead of Mkhitaryan on the right, and then Matt start on the bench, and then Mkhitaryan in the hole. Except I think that's a bit too unbalanced for Mourinho, so we'll have to wait and see there. But I think I'm going to predict a 3-2 for that one. And as I said, I reckon Lukaku's going to get a goal. I reckon Matt's going to get a goal. I reckon Marshall's going to get a goal. Then for them, I reckon Vardy will score both of them. So that's my prediction for that one. I'm just going to look at the Sunday games quickly. And I just saw that there's quite a big one with Chelsea Everton. That's at 1:30 on Sunday. That would be interesting. We've all seen Rooney recently. He's got off to quite a good start at Everton. I reckon that he could score in it, but I think that Chelsea have started to get their mojo back. So I reckon Chelsea will get a 2-1 victory there. I reckon Rooney will score one. I tell you what I got really confused with was in the first game, Willian was world class. In the second game, he was absolutely shit, did nothing. So I was just surprised how he changed. He was basically two different players within those two games. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like in this game. I reckon they need to start Morata up front because, Bachwari. I think I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest. But in the first game, he did bits. But I reckon we'll see Morata go up front. I think Hazard's coming back. I don't know though. I don't know about his availability this weekend, but I think he is coming back. That'd be a huge boost for them. Also, the talking about these teams, Champions League draw is out tomorrow, so might get a video out on that one. Anyway, the next game is West Brom versus Stoke. That's going to be a tight one. I reckon that could be a draw actually, just because Stoke's so down the middle of the pitch, so defensive, just so break people's legs. But West Brom, I don't know, they're also a defensive side, so that one's going to be interesting. But I reckon that a screamer could break the deadlock because they're just hyper-sized to do it really. There's also another big game at 4 o'clock, Liverpool versus Arsenal. That's going to be really interesting because Arsenal didn't do that well in their last game, not going to lie. But I feel like I would like them to win because obviously I hate Liverpool being a United fan. But Liverpool are looking good with their front three. But the only thing is, both their defences at the moment are looking shocking. So I reckon this could be a high scoring game. Liverpool just can't defend on from the corner at the moment. As I said, they've got Firmino, and then they've got Salah and Firmino, Salah, and um, I can't remember actually. It's just me being tired now. But Arsenal, they're also having defensive problems at the moment, so that won't be interesting. But I reckon Arsenal will edge it, but it could go either way, to be honest. And then the last game of that day is Tottenham versus Burnley, and I reckon that's going to be a comfortable Tottenham win, 2-0. They've signed Davidson Sanchez, which it'll be interesting to see if he starts. I think it's a bit too close to Sunday for him to start now, but we'll have to wait and see. They also signed another player. I'm not quite sure what he was, but my mate's a Tottenham supporter, so he was telling me about that one. But I don't reckon he'll start because apparently he was a second choice keeper for Southampton. So, and obviously they've got Lloris. So um, I reckon that it'll be a 2-0 victory for Tottenham there. And yeah, I just really want to see if he gets his debut there. I reckon Harry Kane will get one of the goals, and then Son will get the other. That's my prediction there. And yeah, I think that's about it, unless it's a Monday game. I'll just have to double check. But no, that's not. They're all the games this week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. As I said, Champions League draw is tomorrow, so I'll be releasing a video on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.